Hi everybody, Professor Lopez here. I finally have the time to do this, to have figured out the technology and figured out how to use this new virtual teaching modality. I've never done online teaching before. I used the hybrid of the platforms that the colleges have, but never have I just completely done online classes. So hi, and I'm happy to be able to, send out this message. One of the things that first I want to say is thank you for being patient. Everything is crazy right now, as you all know. I have been nonstop checking emails since Wednesday evening. So, as you can imagine, our world, has been turned upside down. Our normal behaviors are disrupted. And, guys, you didn't sign up to take an online class just as much as I didn't sign up to teach an online class. So I'm in the same boat as you guys. We're just trying to get through this. So I know that everything is changing within minutes now. Last week, 2 weeks ago, we were talking about how this might have been blown out of proportion, but no, things are getting really serious. So continue to just stay safe, be healthy, and just, be at home, take care of yourselves, truly, and just continue to hang in there. I know these are very strange, difficult, anxiety-ridden times, but I really, truly feel that with the help of one another and communicating, I think we can get through this together and finish off the semester strong. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your understanding. I know I haven't really been communicative with you, but again, it has been insane. I have tons of emails to still read and meetings to attend, via online still. So I'm glad to finally be able to communicate with you guys and get our class slowly, getting the ball rolling on our virtual online class. So I want to say that this is a room I wish I had. This background is wonderful. I wish I had this background. But again, bear with me with the technology. I'm just trying to figure out what the best thing to do is. So a lot of you guys have been asking and reaching out if you have to tune in to Zoom as a way of, logging into class. No. I am not going to be using Zoom, guys, because I don't want to confine a lot of time frames anymore. The situation with the outbreak and the pandemic is so fluid, so I want to be fluid with my instruction, with my class. So no, I don't expect you guys to tune in 2:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays via Zoom meeting. What I figured to do best is figure out what the easiest thing to do is. So the easiest thing to do is for me to do recorded lecture PowerPoints, have that recorded, and upload them to you guys as YouTube links, just like I'm doing with this announcement. I figured that having to write out a lot of instructions is taking a toll on me and probably on you because it's boring and this is more interactive. So from now on, from now until the end of the semester, I am going to be utilizing YouTube as this platform for us to do our class. Of course, I'm going to be using Titanium. I'm going to be posting all of this on Titanium. But just to make things easier, we share links all the time via YouTube. So I just want to make sure that we have the most flexible capacity possible with our class. And this is just the best thing I thought. It's working for my other class. And I thought, shoot, I'm going to do it with you guys too. So one thing I want to make sure that we understand, guys, is I have a list of notes here I have to follow. So as of yesterday evening, literally like around 8 o'clock or so p.m. last night, it was stated that the expected date to return back to normal class setting, which is in-person class, is April 26th. Honestly, I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. Cal State Long Beach today announced that they are just going to extend virtual classes until the end of the semester. I have a feeling that Cal State Fullerton will kind of piggyback on that. But as of right now, we're technically supposed to be resuming class on April 26th. But for my personal opinion, I'm just going to keep on teaching just as if we're going to be finishing the semester virtually. You guys might have heard, maybe not, but I'm going to share this with you. Starting on Thursday, March 19th, there is going to be non-instructional days that end on Tuesday, March 24th. What this means is from Thursday, March 19th, from Thursday, March 19th until Thursday, March 24th, it is required that instructors don't teach on those days. So we can have some time to adjust our entire courses onto this virtual setting. So this kind of gives me, for example, a grace period to get, things graded, update this entire new grade book on titanium, and, prepare better for our virtual class situation. So from the 19th to the 24th, I won't be bothering you with anything that should be due. Okay, from the 19th to the 24th, I'm not going to be instructing you guys in anything. I'm going to take that time to catch up on grading, updating the gradebook, etc. But regardless of that, I will be giving you an assignment, right, according to our course schedule today, and I'll get more into that detail a little bit later on. But just take note that on the 19th through the 24th of this month, those are non-instructional days. So your professors, your instructors, right, us, we have the time to figure out these new adjustments and reconfigure our classes. So when we come back from that little grace period, that little break, that will be on Thursday, March 25th. So Thursday, March 25th, you will get another video announcement like this from me. And you will also be getting a recorded PowerPoint lecture on our Guatemala lecture. So be on the lookout for that, starting March 25th. That's when we resume our virtual instruction and we get back to the normal, swing of things. But remember, it's going to come really quickly. Your spring break is still under its normal time frame. So although we come back for that little one, virtual instruction day on the 25th of March, the following week you guys go on spring break. All right? So spring break is still going to be March 30th until April 5th. Our classes, again, will resume virtually online April 6th. So that might sound confusing, but just remember that from the 19th to the 24th, non-instructional days. I'll see you guys back via this virtual setting on the 25th, and then you go on spring break, and then we resume classes again on the 6th. But again, remember, we're not going to fall behind though. I still have to give you guys some readings and an assignment that you will turn in to me via online on the 25th. So I'll get to that. I know that some of you guys were not present for the SWAPA lecture. And seeing that spring break is fastly approaching and you need to get all the clarity that you need for the SWAPA midterm, what I decided to do is I am going to record that lecture and I'm going to post it, right, as a link. You'll see what I mean by this as I actually send out a recorded lecture, which will be on the 25th. So for those of you who are unable to attend our SWAPA lecture in class, don't worry. As soon as I possibly can, again, guys, things are so crazy busy. I'm trying to do as much as I can within a reasonable time frame. I will try to get that SWAPA lecture uploaded for you guys as soon as possible with me lecturing the PowerPoint so you can understand what I basically said in class. Because I know some of you are worried and confused and need some clarity. So I'll get that out to you as soon as I possibly can. Again, on that note, I am going to be sending out recorded lectures. Now, again, instead of having you guys tune in to Zoom meetings, everything is so precarious right now. I don't want to add another stressor of having to be confined to a time frame to tune into a class. No, I don't like that. I think it's going to be a lot better for us to be way more flexible and to give you guys the easiest option, right? The easiest alternative is what we already know. Uploading things on YouTube and watching them on there. So yes, I have a YouTube channel that I specifically just created for this whole situation. And you'll see the thumbnail will be according to our class, and you will see what you need to watch. I will post everything on Titanium as well, just to keep us all in the loop and to have this virtual connection with you guys. I can't see you, but I want you at least to see me, and to be able to communicate like this is a lot easier for me than to type, a whole narrative, a whole essay of instructions that is just getting to be too much. So this is going to answer a lot more questions, I hope. All right, so again, I don't want us to fall behind. So what I do have, according to our new virtual course schedule that I posted on Titanium, is that we're going to be reading Rigoberta Menchu's supplemental readings this week. That's the plan. Now that we have an extended period of time where we're going to meet up again virtually like this, where I'm going to send you an announcement again on the 25th, you will have until March 25th to finish this particular assignment. Okay, guys? So I know that things are crazy, but again, that flexibility is going to help me. It's going to help you. And I want things to be transitioning as smooth as possible. So if I give you more time, I think that's the best thing to do. Okay, so for the Rigoberta Menchu readings, I decided to only upload, which I will on Titanium, upload 2 chapters, right, 2 excerpts from Rigoberta Menchu's book. So we finished Tiffany Ana Lopez. We finished Growing Up Chicano Chicana. Now we are transitioning over to the identities of Guatemalans. I know this is a Mexican identities class, but I cannot leave out certain aspects of this like wider Latino, Latina context of identities out of this class, especially because Rigoberta Menchu is so needed to be heard in class. So one thing I wanted to make a disclaimer about, guys, with these uploaded readings in a PDF form is this. So when you open the PDF of the 2 selected Rigoberta Menchu supplemental readings, you will notice a lot of highlighting, like literally a lot of highlighting in every word of every sentence. Let me give you some background. I did not do that. It is my personal copy of the book, but I didn't do that. When I was an undergrad, I had to frantically buy this book. It's called, if you can see it, I, Rigoberta Menchu. This is the book that we are getting these excerpts from, An Indian Woman in Guatemala. Sorry, this Chroma Cam is kind of bugging out. But this is the book that I am getting these chapters out of. So in undergrad, I had to frantically look for it because I had to do an assignment. I didn't have the book. So I found it. I found this random book at a bookstore, but it was heavily used. So much so that all of these, these little Post-it notes are not mine. It's from the original owner of the book before they sold it back. And just to give you more of a perspective, I mean, I'm telling you guys, like, everything is highlighted. I did not do this. I have not bought a new copy yet. So I just wanted to give you that disclaimer. I'm so sorry. It's obnoxious. It's annoying. But it's all I have right now, and it's all I can give you. So sorry if you're reading through those PDF, those 2 chapters, and you're like, wow, this is insane. Yes, it is. I'm sorry. But what we're going to do is you're going to read those 2 chapters first, okay? Read those 2 chapters first, and then you are going to follow that up by watching the film El Norte. So El Norte is, in Spanish for the North. It's a Gregory Nava film that you're going to watch. You will be answering film questions. So I have a long, I have a long list of film question handouts that I'm going to upload for you on Titanium. Now, reading the Rigoberta Menchú supplemental readings, watching the film, answering the questions, that is your assignment. You upload those film questions to Titanium. I am going to open up the best way to upload those questions for you. I'm going to figure that out. I think it'll be a forum. But that will be due on March 25th. So you have a good period of time to read these 2 chapters. And mind you, the chapters for the Rigoberta Menchú selected readings are very short, a maximum of just, I think, 10 pages. So, but you have to do that in this order. You have to read those 2 chapters, watch the film, and then, of course, as you watch the film, you simultaneously answer film questions that are consecutive to the film, right? To answer the film questions. Excuse me. So that will be due on March 25th. That will be due March 25th at 2:30. I will give you, right, that information on Titanium. The reason why I'm going to have you guys turn in that assignment at 2:30 on March 25th is to check in that you guys are still, attending class. So that way, if I have to, pull up a record of this, I can still show, the administration that you still attended class. So I kind of have to still stick to some of the rules. But in terms of being flexible with videos and this kind of stuff, I don't want to rely on Zoom. I think this is way better. So again, I'll have that outlined for you on Titanium. But also, in order for you to access the film, I'm going to be sending out a link to you all about how to access the film at Norte. You need a special code, okay? So that code, I'm going to also delineate it on Titanium. But I can tell you right now, it's capital letters, CHLS 105. So I will have that out for you guys too. So just to be extra transparent, to be extra, communicative with you, these are the things that this assignment is going to entail. So in terms of making sure that assignment is done, you guys, leads me to say that from now onward into the semester, I am no longer going to be expecting you guys to do DJs. Okay, that was just for the Tiffany Ana Lopez book. Instead of DJs, to ensure that you guys are doing the readings, I will be asking you guys questions about the readings. So one of the reasons why I want you to read the Rigoberta Menchú supplemental readings before watching the film is because you need some foundational context as to, why we're reading about Rigoberta Menchú and how that's going to relate to the film El Norte. And because at the very end of the film questions for El Norte, there are critical thinking questions that you have to answer in relation to the Rigoberta Menchú supplemental readings and the film. You have to connect those two together. So that is why you need to read the supplemental readings first before watching the film and answering the film questions. So from this point forward, I will not be assessing you guys based on DJs. I had told the class on Thursday before, this whole virtual thing happened was, again, right, DJs have a lot of pages. And if you do all the DJs for the rest of the semester, I'm not going to have enough time to grade them. So I don't want to overburden myself and take away from this online instruction. Rather, I'm going to alter the method of giving you those assignments and in-class participation with still giving you supplemental readings. But instead of doing DJs, I'm going to have you answer questions about those readings, right? To limit the pages you're going to be submitting, to limit the work to the point where I'm not going to be able to catch up. So you still get points, and I still know that you're doing the reading. So that's going to be a little bit of the change. So the readings, you will have to answer questions on the readings in those in that film question handout. So that'll be different. In terms of making sure that everything is still up to date, again, the new course schedule is pretty up to date with all the information from now on. I have yet to assign students when they're going to be doing their SWAPA on what day. So when I do the next video announcement, guys, on March 25th, I will have that information for you, and I will have it outlined and detailed in a created message and put it on Titanium. Okay, so again, guys, bear with me. This is all just extremely bizarre, and you know, we can do this together. And if you have any questions, again, reach out to me via email. If you have emailed me, sorry I haven't gone back to you, but I will. Again, crazy times, even for us instructors. But I'll do my best. I'll continue to do my best, and I hope you do your best as well. And I hope you guys like this next section of focusing on Guatemala and identity there, to help us understand a little bit more of a global context, how identity formation is still very, very much prevalent in other parts of Latin America, not just Mexico. All right, guys, so I am going to update Titanium very quickly and send this out to you. And I hope you guys continue to stay safe, and I'll be tuning back into you with the virtual message on March 25th, all right? All right, guys, take care. Talk to you later. Bye.